Amy. Wow, it's a big echo in here. Hi, Amy Fashion Toppings here, and I'm gonna do a little house update. And thank goodness we have air conditioning now, so it's not so unbearably hot in this house. So we got quite a few things done. So I wanna show you the things that we got done since the last time I did a video. And we are close to being done. I mean, completely done. We just have a few tiny little things that need to be done. One major thing, the driveway, before they let us move in. And I'm so excited. So let me go ahead and show you what we got done. Okay, well, first of all, we got our lighting in. So I'm excited about that. You can see I put little farm lights above, I'll zoom in, little farm lights above all the windows. So at night, it looks nice and it really lights it up. We still have to get the shutters made for the doors. My husband's actually gonna make those. And I also have the farmhouse lights on the front of the house as well. And the stone's done. That was done the last time I showed you the pictures. And we put a paver walkway. Now these are pavers left over from the old farmhouse that was here. This was actually the old house. These pavers were used for the old farmhouse's sidewalk. And so we repurposed those, used them, and they are now our walkway into the house, which I like because the color really matches with the beams and stuff. So the beams, now the rock is done. And then the light fixtures are in. I got just that simple little light fixture, which matches also in my dining room. And I got the front door done. I stained it. It's a mixture also of the walnut, half English chestnut. So mixed it half and half. And that is our front door. And then I've used the marine semi-gloss varnish on it as well, because with the dog, I'm afraid the dog's gonna jump up when you know, she sees people. She's gonna jump up on the glass, and she's very protective of the house, and so I know I have to worry about that glass and that wood getting scratched up. So I did put the marine varnish on the door as well, and I think it turned out pretty nice. These are not our doorknobs. Our doorknobs will be put in after construction is done. Now, and the floors, I believe, I don't know if the floors were in on my last video. No, I don't think these were in my last video. All the floors are in. So I have, it's a wide plank. So you can see based on my foot, a plank is wider than my foot. I'm trying to remember the width. I'll have to ask my husband. And this fixture I got for free because I went to a garage sale and this was missing a shade, and these shades are custom made, I guess, for this. It's not an expensive chandelier at all, but it was missing a shade. The lady couldn't find a shade to put on it, so she just gave it to me. So I got it for free. And so what I did is I took it, and because I like the shape, it's round. I like, you know, these are 8-inch in diameter, so they're pretty big. You can tell by my hand. So they're not easy to find. But I like that it's round because it feeds right into my front entry light being round as well. But, so I took it for free, and you notice I do have all the shades on it. Well, you can't buy the shades. I called the company that the chandelier's been discontinued, and so they couldn't even get me a shade for it. So what I did is I went on eBay, and I'll get to it in a minute. You're gonna see a chandelier over there, and I'm gonna tell you how I got that shade. Here, I showed you the chicken wire on the last video. I put the chicken wire in. Our tabletops here is the same wood as our island. It's Brazilian tiger wood, and I stained that and used the semi-gloss marine varnish. Mantle is all painted. That wasn't done last time, so that's all painted and done. And let's see what else. Got the ceiling fan in, and all of our little recessed lights are in. But there's my favorite, the kitchen. I'm so excited. Look at all the lighting I got in the kitchen now. My pendant lights, I went to fix, my inspiration picture is actually from a show called Fixer Upper, which you all know I talk about a lot. It's my favorite all-time show. And I took an inspiration picture, and that's how I designed my kitchen, is a lot of the stuff is the same as Fixer Upper. But my pendant lights, I ended up finding them at a store, and I'm in love with them. And what I did is I don't know if you can tell on the video, it's those antique bulbs. See, it's those antique bulbs. That makes such a big difference. I just love it. So we got our appliances in. Those got put in yesterday. Let me pan back out. Appliances just got put in yesterday. So we have 48-inch stove, and we went with KitchenAid because we've had KitchenAid before and we're thrilled with them. We were happy with them. So we went with the 48-inch stove. Pot fillers in. The hood's almost done. They have to finish the molding around the top. So I love this hood because it's like high. We bought all our stuff from this commercial place down in Atlanta, and I love it. It's got these little blue lights, and you can decide what level you want it at. See, and then the fan is like ridiculously loud. So here it is on. Oops, I got to turn power. There's on low. You can hardly hear it, right? I'm gonna put it on high. I have to go slowly up to it. I'm not doing this right. Oh, I have to do it slowly. That's crazy how high the fan goes. So I've been playing with that. But the stove, like I said, the stove's in. I love the stove, but this is so fun. So the microwave, I've never seen a microwave like this before. You guys are probably saying, oh, they've been around for a long time. But I've never seen them, and I just thought they're fun, so I'm excited about it. So the microwave panel is in here. And then to open the microwave. So I'm probably just behind the times. I've never seen one of these before, and I'm just having so much fun with it. So then you close the door. So that is the microwave. I think that is so cool. And the dishwasher, that's all in. Here's the sink I told you about with the faucet. Someone left their Gatorade bottle here. But I went with all the antique looking fixtures. So this with the sprayer, and this actually matches the pot filler. It's the same. So the pot filler just comes out and fills up, your pasta bowls or whatever. But it's the same handle, so I got everything to match the same. So loving that. The next thing, I just love my lights. Those are my favorite part about the kitchen almost. Okay, and then I told you guys I was putting shelves in here because I always had this open spot and I kept on talking about putting shelves in. Got this idea off Pinterest. Pinterest is I love Pinterest. So, went and got plumbing pipe. I can probably show you better than this one. Just got basic plumbing pipe. And this is called, I'll probably say it wrong, an Ascension. And then I got a 12-inch black pipe, and then put caps on the end. And this is leftover wood from making the island. And so it's the same Brazilian tiger wood, and I just stained it to be the same, so it is the same as the island. Painted the plumbing pipes. I did spray paint them black because I got them at Home Depot and they had rust on them in some places, and I really didn't want that rubbing off, especially next to the white cabinet. So I did spray paint them with a Rust-Oleum matte finished black spray paint. So I love how those look. Kind of draws the wood from here to the wood pillars on each side of the stove to the wood countertops. The countertops, I can't wait to show you once we move in. I could take all the coverings off stuff, but the countertops, I'm so thrilled with how they're turning out. And I don't even mind that they're very glossy. I actually kind of like it, so got that. Okay, now to explain that fixture that was in the dining room when I was talking about missing a shade. So I went on eBay, and granted, they had the same chandelier, it's just a different shape. This one is long and oval, and it had the same exact shades. So what I did is I won this bid. I think I paid $34.99 for this whole chandelier. I bid on it. I waited till the last 3 seconds, and I came in, bought it, and I'm so excited. So I took the missing shade that they're the same size. I took the shade from here, put it in the dining room, and then took all the shades off. And I got those antique bulbs, those little, they call them Edison bulbs or whatever, those vintage bulbs. And I'm not putting shades on it. Now I am missing a bulb because one of the bulbs came defective. that I ordered, and so I have to take it back and get another one. The base was crooked, so it kind of sat in there crooked. But, so I just took the shades off of it and gave it kind of a more rustic feel, and then it matches the dining room, but the light bulbs are all the fixtures, the light bulbs are those Edison bulbs, those vintage bulbs. So, I don't know if my fireplace was done last time I talked to you guys. I don't think it was, but it's done now. Let me unlock it. So we got a ceiling fan out here and got the fireplace done. The fireplace ended up being, we used the same stone that's on the front of the house and the same flagstone for the hearth. So that is done. And you've seen the layout of the house, so I'm not gonna walk you through the whole house, but I am kind of showing you the things that have been done that weren't done last time. Now, see what's in front of me? There is that hutch that I told you I bought at the estate sale. I believe I got this for $150, and look, it fits in there. I mean, I don't know how I'm gonna finish painting molding. Look at that, it is such a tight fit. But look at it, matches my floors very well, and I need to touch up some sand marks because, I mean, it's an old piece. But then it has the old skeleton keys, which I have them in my safe, so I haven't gotten those out yet. And then it folds down to be a secretary. I love this piece with the leaded glass on each side. But I mean, look at look at the tight fit. I mean, my fingers, I can't put my fingers on each side. And I can't even slide it out to paint the trim because it's such a tight fit. This little corner of my window prevents it from being able to pull it back out because they put the trim in. I put this in first and then they put the trim around it. Or I didn't. My husband and the contractor put that in there. But love it. I love how it went in there. And we got our washer and dryer moved in here. The other thing is they had to put the drain in the front because of electrical in the back or something like that. So that's kind of funky, but nothing else they could do. And y'all seen this before, my butcher block countertop. So I'm gonna show you, and there's the floors again. I love the floors. Okay, I'm gonna take you back and show you the master bedroom, the master bathroom. It's turning out so nice. Oh, I'll show you this too. This is that desk, or that table that I've had made into a vanity. That's how it turned out. I just love it. It matches the floors really well. There's the sink, and it's so pretty. It's glass, but it's painted. It's painted glass. Isn't that beautiful? It's got, like, it looks like flowers, which kind of goes on with, you know, the fruit, I guess, the fruit and stuff. But I love my sink. And the one thing to remember, if you get a bowl sink like this, see how we had a riser put in there? So I can clean under the sink because, and I was so happy that the showroom where I bought this at brought that to my attention. If you don't have an extra ring in there, see that little ring in there? If you don't have that, your sink sets on your counter and then it's tough to clean around it. So at least now I can get a rag all the way around it to clean it. And then the faucet is that rubbed bronze. It kind of matches the rest of the theme of the house. So love that. Just put a basic light in there. Nothing fancy. I have not picked out mirrors, and I'm struggling with mirrors. I can't find ones that I like or what size I want. So we got the carpet in. It really makes it difficult to see what color this room is because of, you know, the lighting and no furniture in here. But my wall sconces, I'm in love with. That's them on. I'm gonna turn them off so you can be able to see them. Oh, I forgot I have that. The light switch is actually next to the bed. Okay, so I love that. These are actually outdoor sconces, and I love them so much. I bought them for each side of the bed. In the glass, I don't know if you can tell. Can you see right here? It's got like raindrops in it, in the glass. I just love them. And they're not, is that the Edison bulbs? Did I put the Edison bulbs in there? They're kind of like an Edison bulb. Ooh. Yeah, it's an Edison bulb. See, I just love those filaments in there. So I'm not blinding you. Let's turn that off. Okay, so I got... Okay, so I have those pendant lights on each side. Not pendant lights. It's wall sconces for each side of the bed. And then the master bathroom chandelier was put in. I get the price tag is hanging from one of the jewels. I didn't get that taken off, so I gotta go take that off. I got that chandelier, if all of you remember my trip to Habitat for Humanity. It's missing I have 2 light bulbs that have gone bad, which I have to replace it. But there is the chandelier, and I got that for $190 at Habitat for Humanity. Happy with that, but not happy that the light bulb's burnt out already. Got the sinks put in. These are big bowl sinks, but the island is 12 feet long total. So we had to kind of go with wide bowl sinks. So they're a good sized bowl sink. I'm happy with them. And then went with that same theme of the vintage looking faucets. And my light fixtures, which I didn't notice when I bought them at the lighting place I went to, I asked for chrome. I didn't look at my receipt, and they ended up giving me satin nickel, and I wasn't in this room when they were the electrical was installing them, and now it's too late. So hopefully nobody notices that the light. I guess it kind of works out because I did not check the receipt and before they packaged these and put them in my car. But then the glass people put in our shower, these are supposed to be chrome, and they put satin nickel in too. So we have 2 different, satin nickel here and satin nickel up above the lights, but everything else is chrome. Oh, I'll show you my bathtub in a minute. So then the shower got the glass put in. Really happy with the shower. I can't tell if this is focusing or not. And love the shower. It's got the big rain head, and then it has a separate hand shower with the 2 faucets, and kind of still going a little bit with the theme. I couldn't find a shower exactly the same as my faucets, but this is as close as I could get. So love that. And I got my bench in there. Then here is my favorite. There's my bathtub faucet. But if you remember my last house, when I gave you a house tour of my last house before we sold it, I had a volcanic stone bathtub. Well, I couldn't really do that here. In the same bathtub, I couldn't find it. So, I went with a clawfoot tub, which I'm happy about. So I went with a clawfoot tub with chrome feet. So I got the chrome feet down here. And I love it. They look like tigers. It's like a tiger's face and a paw coming out. Those actually look like real paws. I love it. So it's got the claw feet. And then here's my faucet. It's got that same antique feel as my last faucet at my last house. So went with the little, looks like a telephone receiver to me. So a telephone receiver type hand wand. And then you got the spout where the water comes out here. And, shower, bath button. But it all kind of looks, it reminds me of my aunt's house when I was really little. She had an old clawfoot tub, and then you had the hot and cold buttons. And I don't know, it just felt vintage. And I love the stopper on a chain. I remember that as a kid too. So it's got the stopper on a chain. Let's see. I really love it. And the bathtub is just, I can't wait to take my first bath in there. So that's been done. So you've seen the lighting, you've seen the plumbing updates that weren't here when you were here before, or when I was showing you before. And what other lighting? Oh, sewing room. Let's go show you what I did up there. And on the way up to the sewing room, I may as well show you this. We had the wrought iron spindles put in. And I originally had done the pattern of, these are called knuckles. Originally my pattern was 1 knuckle, 2 knuckles, 1 knuckle, 2 knuckles. And when they went to install them, the stairway rise, it didn't look right. So we switched it, and now it looks, 2, 1, 2, 1 all the way up. We just went with the standard pattern. But I think it turned out nice. So we got and these metal railings are on all the staircases, downstairs, up here, and on the landing. So up to the sewing room. Okay, we did do hardwood floors at the top of the steps. Everything's protected though. At the top of the steps, but we were doing carpet in all the bedrooms. Now my sewing room is gonna be Pergo, the cheaper stuff, because painting in here, sewing in here, cutting in here, using a rotary blade on the floor, that type of stuff, I wanted the cheap floor, so I am doing Pergo in the sewing room. This is what I wanted to show you. I'm gonna put some before pictures in it, But we had leftover cabinets from doing the farmhouse. I remember I bought all those cabinets on a garage sale site, and they're solid oak, and I got an entire kitchen for $1,500. And this was left over. So my contractor and I decided they're going up here. So we took the cabinets apart and made a new configuration. So I painted them white, and then like this used to be the computer drawer, and I made it into a trash drawer. I didn't, my contractor cut a hole in the printer stand, and then I got my trash can fit in there. I have to touch up a lot of wall paint around the house yet, but I wanted to show you this. So I have my mail slots there, and then got all my, that'll be my desk. Now this over here, I think I told you earlier, it's a hopefully we're in focus, I can't tell. This was a microwave stand. If you turn it upside down, you can picture it where you slide a microwave in and then you have cabinets up above. We just turned it upside down. So now the shelves are at the bottom, and that's where a microwave used to be. And I'm gonna decoupage in there with fabric to line it so it matches the room. And I'm gonna use that for pictures and books and stuff like that. But this is what I love. Now, for those of you who sew and craft, you're gonna love this. Inside of this pantry is a spice rack. Both doors have a spice rack. See? So, what's nice is, I mean, threads. I can put all my threads in here, my serging spools, craft paints, any bottle of glue, all my craft supplies. I mean, so much stuff. It's a nice size and it's nice and deep. So those shelves are gonna be wonderful. There's so much storage. And then I'll put, you know, my shelves are right there, but I don't have hooks for them. The pins to hold them up. And that'll be all fabric. I'm so excited. More fabric. I had to label the inside of the doors. That's what the doors used to look like. But I had to label them so I can remember where they went. So TR, that was top right, you know. L for left. So I knew what side of the room, what cabinets everything went to. So that's new. You've seen the colors, everything you've seen. My balcony being done, balcony's done. And let me see if there's any deer out there. There were deer out there earlier. And we had a groundhog that was out here earlier too. No deer. There was two mamas and a baby out there earlier eating in my backyard. So there's an update there. And let's see here, got carpet in. I just went with, you know, standard beige carpet. I mean, nothing fancy. We're very hard on carpet with the 3 dogs and the Georgia clay, and 2 boys and teenage friends over. We're very hard on carpet, so I don't go with really expensive carpet. Got the faucets and stuff in, and the sinks. Let's see, the water's turned off though right now. So I got the faucets in, and then the lights, no mirrors. Like I said, I can't figure out the mirrors. I do have tape on all the toilets. Go figure. Okay, there's the shower. Okay, so the flooring people showed up to install the hardwood floors. It's bright and early in the morning. My husband's outside scraping the paint off the windows. We did that ourselves. We painted the outside, or scraped the outside and inside of all the windows to clean the windows. So my husband's in the master bed. He's outside of the master bathroom outside the house, scraping the windows. And the crew shows up to put the wood floors in, and next thing you know, my husband sees someone coming out of the master bathroom, the master toilet bathroom. My husband's like, no, oh my God. They knew it too. There's no water in the toilets. There's no water for washing hands. There's no water in this place. They know it, but they went in and used our bathroom. And so was not happy about that. And the guy's excuse was, well, where'd you want me to go? And my husband's just like, the porta pot we pay for that's in the front yard right next to your van. My husband was pissed. You know, you don't go, you know what, the house is under construction. So ceiling fans are in, carpet's in. So that's about, I mean, a lot's happened, but it still kind of looks the same. I love, also my hallway sconce. I love this one. I love this. It kind of is similar to my master bedroom, but you know, with those Edison bulbs, I just love, I'm putting those Edison bulbs everywhere. Now I don't know if you're supposed to be calling them an Edison bulb. I'll turn the lights off as I go around. The lights off. I don't know if they're actually called Edison bulbs. I just call them Edison bulbs because they just remind me of really, really old light bulbs. So, I gotta turn some lights off. Okay, and then down to the basement. May as well show you that. We did put carpet all the way down the stairs. This is a different carpet than what is upstairs. My son is really into sensory things, and his big thing was he wanted a very plush carpet. So we picked a more expensive carpet for his bedroom and the basement stairs. So he's got nicer carpet than we do upstairs. But the same spindles. We're storing stuff down here. We got the same spindles down here, but you'll notice that we took the carpet, I was showing you that on my last video. We took the carpet straight down and then had the stairs widened so you can still see the wood. It's kind of like a little decorative piece. The carpet person we bought the carpet from, and he forgot to measure the landing, so they were short carpet, so they have to come back tomorrow to put that in. But my son, it looks like similar carpet to what's upstairs, but when you walk on it, you rub your fingers through it. His carpet is much nicer than our carpet upstairs. But we went with the darker carpet for him, so it looks much nicer. So that's my oldest son's room. We did clean the patio, so the patio's done. No more construction material on the patio. And then the farmhouse, which is got a lot of construction material around it. Still have the painters here. Let me see, I don't know if I'm gonna show you what we're dealing with when it comes to the painter. Where's my, I don't even know, I haven't learned where light switches are yet. But I might have to show you upstairs. So here, I don't know if you're gonna be able to get this into the video. Okay, notice where the light is right there. Okay. I'm gonna try to get the light. See how there's, you can see the lump in the light right there? See that lump? See, look at, follow that light. See, you can see the run still. They've been here for a month. They've been working in our house for a month. They keep on trying to fix their mistakes. The running paint on the doors, they're trying to fix it. And all they're doing is, even if they get the runs off, let me see if I can see it in here. I don't know how to run the lights here. Oh, I know where to show it to you in the pantry. But even if they do sand it to fix it, then you see the sanding marks. So, I mean, when the light hits, if you look on it straight on, you're like, oh, you're being picky, Amy. But then as soon as the light changes, or you shut the door and the light is on it, then you're like, oh my God, what happened to your door? I'm like, I know. It is, you know, I don't know. At a certain point, we just have to give up, but I'm really ticked off. Go into our pantry. This is what I'm dealing with. Okay, let me see if I can get this. Okay, this is a month. They've been working in our house for a month. Now I'm gonna point out exactly what I'm talking about. Okay, look at, can you see that? There you go. Look at that. That is my my trim on my floor in my pantry. And it goes all the way. I'm following the drip line. Well, it goes all around. And it continues, look at, on another wall, you can see it right there. Look at that. I don't know what to do. So I don't know what to do. As you can see, the dripping paint, that's what we've been dealing with all over the house. And the guy has been here a month, and he sands, and then he sprays this primer blocker on it, and then he rolls it, and then he thinks he's done, and then it's wet, you don't notice it, and then the next day, you open the door and you look at an angle and you can see the stripe. It's a different texture than the rest of the door. Or it's, I don't know. They've been here a month, and then they're costing us money in paint because we pay for the materials. I don't know what else to do. My husband and I painted not the trim or the doors. My husband and I painted all the rooms on the top floor, which you know how many rooms are up there. The big bonus room, my sewing bonus room, and 3 bedrooms are all up there. My husband and I painted those, plus all the bathrooms, the Jack and Jill areas, the closets, and my son's bathroom. And we painted the basement. The 2 rooms for my son's bedroom, and then his closet and his bathroom. We painted all that. we're done, and yeah, we have a couple touch-up marks, and our touch-up marks are because we left the paint on, or the tape on too long. So when we peeled the tape off, the tape actually pulled some of the paint on the wall off, and so I mean, but you don't notice it, but it's minor touch-up. I mean, I'm gonna get myself worked up. It's been over a month since I was in here painting every day. Well, not since I finished, but when I started. I've been done painting for at least 2 weeks. The guy is still having to paint our house. And at what point do you give up and just say, fine, you're done, get out of here? But, I mean, this isn't like, it'd be different if this is like one of our rental properties and I knew that everything is gonna get scuffed up or scratched or, you know, people moving in and out. Then I would make such a big deal. But this is our retirement home, or what we plan on it being as our retirement home. And do you settle? At a certain point, do you just give up and say, okay, you've been here too long, you aren't fixing your problem, you're out. But then we gotta pay somebody else. I mean, we're already, or I can tell you right now, this house is the one thing that causes the most stress about this house, not only is how long is it taken to get in here, it is the amount of overages. You know, it's just killing me. Like a company will come in here and say, okay, this is what it'll cost to do sheetrock, for example. This is what it'll cost to do sheetrock. Then they start doing the sheetrock and then the number goes up. Well, we need more sheetrock, so it's gonna go up to this. And then, I mean, that is gut-wrenching right there. But then when they send you the invoice when they're done, there's a difference of like $4,000 from when they first came in, what their bid was, to when they actually came in and finished their work, and then they send you an invoice. You know, when you're talking, you know, from a bid to an invoice, everything is either $1,000, $2,000, $6,000 more than what the bid was. It's just very frustrating. And I can tell you one thing, I will never build a house again. Never. If my husband ever, I gotta say this, if my husband ever asks me to sell this house and let's go build another one, oh, the trucker in me will come out, I swear. Yeah, no, I will never build a house again. Granted, I love our house. I'm happy with it. Wow, the lighting is bad there. I love our house. I love how it's turning out. I love that my certain visions of, you know, I tell my husband how I picture something in my head. I'm ecstatic about everything, well, except for the master bathroom. I like the master bathroom. I'm happy with the master bathroom. But my last house, the master bathroom was nicer. This one's bigger. This one is bigger, but the last one has my heart. My last master bathroom. But I'm hoping that sometime down the future, I'm gonna be able to get this master bathroom the way I want it and the way that I've always envisioned it. So we'll see down the road. But yeah, but as far as the stress and the anxiety on this house, you know, and you've noticed I used to put, well, I'm getting awfully close, sorry, and not looking good enough to be having the camera that close. But I used to vlog once or twice a week, and now I'm only vlogging like once every 2 weeks. And it'll pick back up, because guess what? My son goes back to college on Monday, and so I'm back in the car again. And so that means a lot of time sitting in the car. So I will be able to do some vlogs. I'll be able to get back to my Ipsy and my Avon stuff maybe. Sewing is still not until we move in here. Oh, and when you're wondering, when are you moving in? That's a kicker. My arm's tired. Got switch hands. Whew. That was close. Our house is pretty much done. As you can see, everything's in here, except for the plumbers have to come back and hook up the water heater. The plumbers also have to come back in and fix my oldest son's bathroom vanity. I don't know if they noticed it, but we noticed it right away. You can't shut the vanity drawers. The plumbing's in the way still. They came and moved the plumbing because they said it was in the way. And so they said it's fixed. And my husband and I went and looked at it yesterday, and then I'm like, wait, the drawer's partially open. I mean, like by an inch. You can't shut the drawer, the plumbing's still in the way, so they're gonna be fixing that too. So we have a couple plumbing issues. We have electrical has to come back out and just do like the internet and telephone hookups. It's already wired. They just have to do the trim kits, whatever that's called. It's called a trim kit. They need to do that. So that needs to be done, but then we still can't move in because our city doesn't allow, they changed the codes. It doesn't allow gravel driveways anymore. So the city inspector came out and said, oh, by the way, you know, you have to have an apron out there. Well, you know what an apron is. It's cement. That's the first entry of your driveway. When you first pull in from the street, that has to be cement 15 feet up. The rest can be gravel. Because we're over budget, we didn't want to, you know, I'm having a big turnaround driveway, and since we're over budget, I wanted to wait on the driveway, so does my husband, but the city is making us put in an apron, which is 15 feet of driveway from the street. And so I'm like, okay, well, good luck. We can't get in. I mean, I got somebody here to do a bid, and I got the bid. I've been sitting on it for a week. I'm waiting for my contractor to get his bids in so we can decide who's gonna do the work. But the city will not let us get what's called a CO, which is, I think it stands for like Certificate of Occupancy or something like that. A CO certificate basically says the city's inspected everything, you have all your permits, and everything's been inspected, approved, and that your house is ready to go, you can move in. So in order to get that CO, we have to have that apron on the driveway. And in order to get that apron on the driveway, we gotta get a company out here who will do the cement work. And construction is so crazy down here in Georgia, everybody's building. And so now we're just waiting for someone to come out and put that in. As soon as that gets put in, they come in, do the final inspection, and voila, I'm back to sewing. So we're kind of waiting on that. So, but I wanted to take a second because I had no one here today. And we go back to school on Monday, and since no contractors, nobody here today, I didn't even work here today at all. I took my oldest son to go back to visit his old high school and visit his favorite teacher, and you know, it was so sweet when we looked at his favorite teacher's wall. She still has my son's senior picture on her wall. And it's like, he's a junior in college. I just love her. So we went and visited her and just had to remind her how much we love her and how much we appreciate everything she's done for us. That's my husband. I'm sure he's been texting me. Hold on. Okay, well, I'm glad I picked up that phone call. My husband has told me that a huge thunderstorm is on our way. It's not on our news, and it's not on my app on my phone, but he's driving in it. He says, crazy storm that he's driving through right now, heading our way, get down to the house. So I gotta turn off all the lights, get this house closed up and locked up, and make sure, I gotta get the lights off. There's so many damn light switches here. You know where our floodlight for the front yard, it's gonna get dark. The floodlight for the front yard, in the backyard, all up, because we have motion sensor lights everywhere. They're activated through our closet, our master closet. We couldn't find the light switch. They're in our master closet. Go figure. Okay, that's locked. I was about ready to ask you, which door did I go out to go out the patio? We have 3 patio doors. Okay. Okay, so, well, I better get down before the storm starts, but I wanted to show you all the updates of what we've gotten done so far and chit chat for a little bit. And I gotta let you go because I don't want my camera to get wet. Well, this is Amy. It's really dark. Okay, well, this is Amy of Fashion Toppings. Until next time, you have a great day. Bye-bye.